everyone, welcome back to Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. The final investigation of the trilogy is today, which is kind of sad, but I am excited to see what's gonna happen here. Like, why are there so many locks now all of a sudden? Does Iris have an explanation for that? We learned so much in the last video, like the fact that Elise is actually Misty, so now their mom's dead, which is kind of sad. And we learned why Gatto hates Phoenix, which his logic's a little off, but okay. I'll let you have your angsty times, Gatto. And we've been investigating with Francisca, which has honestly been really fun. So I'm curious to see how this final investigation section's gonna go. And we gotta finally figure out that it's Dahlia, right? Like, we're gonna bring her up in this investigation.
Right, is this what Gatto was talking about?
Yeah, the trick locks.
Now then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What?
During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here.
So you were saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes. If only I was stronger.
Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Your earthquakes.
Like you're one to talk with your face all green.
Oh yeah, that's right, I do have a 102-degree fever.
Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous, I'm perfect. Ugh! My god, she actually whipped me! There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Understood.
There, she actually whipped him. But it was out of care. It was a Karen whip.
I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here.
Bye, I love you. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Aww. Edgeworth.
Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can help solve these bothersome puzzles.
I see. Well, thanks for your help. Who's gonna investigate with me now? I don't want to be alone. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris?
No, not at all.
Talk to me. Why did you make a run for it, Iris?
I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the secret cavern was all right, but... But what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the secret cavern's door, and... Who in the world would do something like this?
Trick lock.
These trick locks are a secret treasure of the Crane tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks.
I don't think it's that simple, Francisca von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them.
What does that mean?
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. Dahlia lurking around, and they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one.
Yes, that's correct.
What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this?
Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess.
A whole day?
Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
We've got to wait another day. Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. Gosh. A whole day? I mean, I know she's gonna be alright. They're not gonna kill off Maya, but... Jeez. You know what, Iris? there's still one thing I don't get.
And what might that be, Phoenix Wright?
I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident, but you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too.
Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple. It's as if you were...
In two places at once? Dahlia? Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Only 3. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. You have a twin. Well, I guess I have to leave. I don't know where I'm going. Finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Well, no one's here. Right? Right. Where do I go? It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Oh, yeah. I guess you haven't been to Heavenly Hall yet, Phoenix. Oh, no, Pearl's here.
Oh, Mr. Dick.
Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry. This is the loser shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. This is the what? Pearl, are you feeling down about yourself? Is that why you're at the loser's shack? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? Got a problem with that?
Look, Mr. Dick, Mr. Lewis did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls. We're gonna gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. Stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? I won't let you down.
Oh, Mystic Maya?
Hey, Pearl. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this sketch, or this picture? I got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now, with Pearl. 2 losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I going to do with him? Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know?
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night.
But Mr. Loris,
Not you too. Please, don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in this picture. And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take the sketch at face value. Hey, what's with the look of doubt on your face? I still don't get what the flying means, though. I feel like she had to have been transported, because if the actual scene of the crime was over in that garden, maybe that was her being transported? Pearls.
yes, Mr. Dick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you? What exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know? But I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Dick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Ms. D's room reading a book together, but Ms. D was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Dick.
Oh, jeez. These psyche locks right at the end.
Just you've got more than Iris.
I'm a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power. It's disappeared.
What? Her powers have disappeared?
How do you know that?
What do you mean your powers have disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps?
Uh,
Here you go, Nick. Made her cry. That was really cruel of you. Just as I thought. I'm gonna have to break her psyche locks to get that truth out of her. Well, I guess I'll come back later. Were you trying to channel Misty or Mia? Or someone else entirely?
I don't know where I'm going.
Apparently here. I wonder if Sister Bikini is back in the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Going in here, then? Oh, hi.
Well, what's the damage? How's the sacred cavern?
It looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now.
There's all these locks.
I told Sister Bikini about it all. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern.
But who? Who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Crane tradition.
We have Iris at the sacred cavern, trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Miss Sister Bikini.
Oh, yes. We were in the middle of a chat, weren't we?
Oh yeah, about Misty. Yes, you were telling me how the Master of Karain disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Faye suddenly appeared at this temple.
It was about a week ago when Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the master, she said,
Oh, gosh, I don't even remember what voice I did for you.
"Someone is trying to destroy the Karain tradition's main family line. I'm here to put a stop to them."
Someone was trying to destroy the main family line?
There's only one heir to the title of master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new master of Karain, and her daughter's the main family. All the mediums become branch family members with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those from the main family line.
Kind of like the aunt did, but the aunt's in jail. But then again, Dahlia is also supposed to be in jail. Is the power of the master worth this much bloodshed? Brain channeling technique.
You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real.
Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of dead plenty of times. It never gets any less weird. During the mask-to-mask case, and during Maggie Bird's trial, too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most.
The Karain technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead. That's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill?
I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you'd be really rich by now.
Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? Oh, you're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake.
Ah. Little mistake? What mistake? DL6?
It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident.
That incident? Is she talking about what I think she is?
I'm sure the records still exist if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident.
Oh, I'm very familiar.
That's the name of the file.
DL6 incident. Now I knew it. The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago.
Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case?
A murder that took place 17 years ago. It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer. And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother.
Through Misty's channeling, the name of the certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigations were spurred into action.
But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he?
That's right. He was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Korean tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Korean Village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud.
But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a shame at all.
Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The Korean tradition is starting to recover at last. But with a new master wielding the power of the clan.
Does she mean Maya? Family feud.
Spiritual power, the Korean channeling technique, is in the blood.
Maya's told me the exact same thing before.
We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power.
The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Amy. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master.
And the ones who don't become branch families, right?
That's right. And it's always the cause of tragedy.
You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia.
Oh yes, I've heard of her.
What? You know about Mia?
Of course. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother.
And lost her life as a result.
Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition.
Really?
Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt.
That's right. Misty Faye had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master's seat from her.
Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know.
I forgot she had my name. Ah, darn. Morgan? There's a name I know well. It was a year ago, now at Maya's home, Korean Village. What she did was terrible. It was also she could make her own daughter the next master.
I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris...
Huh? What? What? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this?
That Iris is... Mystic Morgan's daughter.
What? Huh? What? But then, I'm still going with my Dahlia twin theory. I mean, Dahlia's also one? What is going on? Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? What? That's Pearl's... Pearl is a sis... What happened? Because the aunt, she wanted Pearl to be the next head of the family, didn't she?
What?
Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter?
Oops, I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already.
I have. I know her very well.
Oh?
Yes, Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was an only child.
You jest. That child, she's Mystic Morgan's... I had no idea.
Is Pearl not really her daughter?
Mystic Morgan? She's in prison now, isn't she?
Yes, ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. What on earth? It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master.
I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters.
Not 2. And Dahlia is the 3rd. Wait, what? 3?
Yes, Iris, our twin sister, and
Dahlia. This is like a family of murderers. Well, I guess just Dahlia and Mystic Morgan. What? Twin sister?
Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled.
Oh, she's so scary.
It wasn't many years later that Corinne's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her in the village, taking their twin daughters with him.
What about Pearl? How awful.
He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened.
Oh, I can't. Okay, Dahlia Hawthorne being Pearl's older sister was not on my bingo card.
He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. That was Iris, you see.
It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister. Could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris's sister? You're not gonna remember, are you?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler.
Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearl's had 2 older sisters, huh?
Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family.
Anger? What do you mean?
Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan.
That's why she had pearls?
It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger.
Was Pearl to another father, then? Is that why Pearl doesn't also just look like those two, aside from being young? You would think the father would take Pearl, too.
It was able to break free of the bars that confine her.
So Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens. But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions and get some more info. Oh my gosh! I wasn't expecting that! That's crazy! Oh gosh, where do I even go now? How about the courtyard? Who's here? Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming? Oh, hello.
No motive, no crime. No motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime.
I don't know what the tune's supposed to be.
I remember when we used to search. We were channeling Room and Corinne.
Whoop! I love my job.
Here's if the clues I find are no good. That's not what investigating's all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way.
I would never guess that Gumshoe was into reggae.
Every case is gonna be all right, airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hey, pal.
Huh? Who, me?
How long have you been there?
I just got here.
Oh, okay.
So, what are you up to, detective?
I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon.
The real murder weapon.
That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. It didn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though.
A letter? What you talking about, Gumshoe? Investigation. So, how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe?
I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the inner temple garden. And they're taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ.
What? You mean...
I don't know the details, pal. All I know is if you don't find Maya down in that secret cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation.
What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here?
You got me. I don't know.
Very helpful, thank you.
Not my words, pal.
Then who said it?
Mr. Gatto.
Oh, jeez. Got to talk to him now, aren't I? Gatto. What did he mean by that? Don't tell me we're gonna swap Iris out for Maya, and Maya is gonna be put on trial again for the 3rd time. About that letter you found.
Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon. And all I find is some burnt up old letter.
Be careful, one knight should be there. As soon as you hear the light out bell, you must channel her, spirit, leave everything up to her. Ooh, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, it was in that incinerator right outside the inner temple.
The incinerator? Oh, I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining it. There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away. Which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder.
What's up with you, pal? I've got it right here if you want to take a look.
Can I? Do you mind?
Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relationship case.
Spirit mediums? Found my gumshoe in the inner temple incinerator. It's gotta be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I better give it a good looking over and some serious thought. Yeah. Careful once night falls should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her. Spirit, leave everything up to her. Her name is... She is our the whole. Here's a picture of her. Use it. When you channel her, I know you can do it. Once this is... Burn the... Also make... Tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring out vengeance to fruition. What? Need to think on that letter a little bit. I don't fully know what that means for the case yet.
Make sure you check it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal.
So, what do you know about the real murder weapon so far?
Well, it wasn't the sword that was found impaled in the victim's body. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today.
Yes, that's true.
In which case, it must have been another blade.
And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh?
Yeah, and man, is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We've got the feather of forensic in our cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this.
Secret weapon? Elaborate. What's this secret weapon of yours?
You want to know? You gotta think scientifically, okay?
Alright.
The murder weapon is a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Any questions so far?
No, I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart.
So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector.
Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away.
Well, you want to give scientific investigation a go?
Huh, me?
I've been using this thing for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try?
I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not? Yeah.
Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you.
Alright then, I guess I'll give it a go.
Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. The absolute best. It's so sensitive, you could make it cry. It's so high-tech, you could skydive off of it.
Oh, bother.
So now I'm going to tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right?
Sure, that's what we're trying to find out.
Right, so first let's turn the detector on. That's the sound the metal detector signals bouncing. Oh, next. Move the detector around and give the courtyard a good looky-see, pal. Don't worry, this baby will let you know when you've hit on something metallic. And when that happens, press the A button to give the area a good hard stare.
The A button? What are you talking about? This is real life.
This thing picks up. Oh, okay, you advanced. Take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious. Okay, pal?
This is giving me flashbacks to end of the first game with what's her face. Oh, this is probably just because it's a ladder. Probably just a metal ladder.
Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
What's the difference? Looks like a normal ladder to me, pal.
Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects.
I've met plenty of guys like you. I'm always picking on the smallest details. The vegetable store guy near my place does it all the time. He even corrects me when I ask for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. telling you, they're the exact same thing.
No, they're not. They're completely different.
You have to plant both of them firmly in the ground before they can grow, don't you? Listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you could miss a really important clue. That's advice from a pro, pal.
The last person I needed advice from is this guy in front of me. Yeah, probably just because it's... Okay, what? Realistically, what could it be? Oh. This? This is Miss D's staff, isn't it?
Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood.
But the detector is reacting to it.
Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, alright? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic.
Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can see it?
It's weird that this thing is causing a racket. Here, let me take a look at it.
Here, let me take a look at it.
Hey, hands off! Examining evidence is a job for the...
Ack! The top is coming off.
Is there a weapon inside of it? Look what you done! You damaged a really important piece of evidence.
Ah! Oh!
That's
A sword?
inside the staff.
Is this... Could it be...
The murder weapon?
My god, we found it. I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff.
They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, else the victim would have stabbed her own foot.
I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. Took 3 games, but I'm done. I give up on trying to figure out how it works. If the real scene of the crime was at the Inner Temple Garden, then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? That is a good question. Hey, Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword?
No one. Even the police don't know about this until I discovered it just now.
Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it.
Then I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh?
No. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder.
Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Great job, pal.
It's about the same length as the sword, too. This must be the murder weapon.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it's been wiped off. See you later, pal. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be...
I don't know what tune he's doing. Wait up, detective.
Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know?
You're gonna get that stuff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a while?
What are you talking about, pal?
Please. Just until we find Maya.
Maya? What's this thing got to do with her?
I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Oh, how so?
Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now, and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel.
You don't think... Maya's been murdered...
Please, detective, let's just wait until we get inside the sacred cavern.
You're looking kind of viridian there. Okay, just stop with that face, pal. One thing, though. This staff's secret trick, let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished.
I understand.
This is just a regular, run-of-the-mill staff. You got it? Okay, now you take good care of it, pal.
Thank you, detective.
Don't worry. She'll be fine.
Gumshoe.
You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. I want to take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal?
Sure, thanks. You're a good guy, Gumshoe. Has a sword hidden inside. No one knows this except me and Detective Gumshoe. I can't help but wonder, though. What was Elise doing with a staff like this in the first place? She's trying to protect herself or something? I don't know where to go. Where's Edgeworth? Because I could probably, talk to him about... Yes, she is there. I could maybe ask Edgeworth about that, because he was asking about Iris's background. Where is he, though? Edgeworth? I think there's only one place I haven't checked, and I went backwards. Okay. I think... Garden. Are you here? The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Oh, there you are! I was looking for you. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. Roger. How could I have done that? Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. He takes things hard. Edgeworth. Ugh. Hey, don't you dare run away. He's trying to run away.
What do you want, Wright?
What do I want?
If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away.
I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. Let's hug it out. You went back to the criminal affairs department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris.
Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible.
Hey. Tell me about this. Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know that Iris had a twin sister?
What? A twin? You can't be serious.
Sister Bikini told me, but I thought you knew. The problem is, she didn't know the name of the twin.
There's nothing about Iris having a sister in the files. I checked.
Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think.
A jeweler? Right, I just might know who this twin sister of hers is.
I think I know too. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right?
Yes, exactly.
Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. Investigation. You guys are putting in a lot of efforts into the investigation of the garden here, huh?
There's a high chance it's the actual scene of the crime, that's why.
You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow?
Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder.
But surely you don't suspect Maya, do you?
We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right?
It wasn't her, it was Dahlia. So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes?
No. No, thankfully, my nightmares have stopped.
Aw, well that's good.
But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath.
Edgeworth. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school. Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Freaking Manfred von Karma.
Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father. He was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself.
It's been more than 17 years now. That case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right?
You think I didn't do that? I was there. But it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me.
Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think. So, no more of the self-pity, okay? My boy! Anyways, Dahlia.
It was my first court case 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died.
You're talking about Terry Follis, right?
You know about that case?
You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago.
Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia
Dahlia and Terry Fallis conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dolly's father, a jeweler. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking.
Her sister?
Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dolly's father's second wife.
Oh. And this is when she entered my life. The woman who tried to kill me. So, after Terry Fallis died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out?
Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case.
Why are you so sure about that?
It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead.
No, she's not. She's not. She's not. She faked it. What?
Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak.
What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth?
Right, I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know of the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Mia Fey! Mia Fey!
At the time, Dahlia... It's like she was possessed by a demon or something.
It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month.
No, she escaped it somehow. Executed?
I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, Wright, and for more reasons than one. But do you understand now? She can't possibly connect it with this case. She's dead, and once someone is dead, there's no way to revive them.
There's no way to revive the dead? What about Gatto? I wonder. It seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth.
And what is that?
It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother.
What's their mother got to do with any of this?
She's Morgan Fey, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Crane channeling technique.
Did you say Crane channeling technique?
Do you know something about it?
Oh, yes. I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium.
Fraudulent?
I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads.
Oh, that's right. Duh. He's talking about Misty.
They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She's a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent.
Edgeworth.
Go to the police records room. It's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know.
Of course. How could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. Edgeworth, you'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the Crane channeling technique is real. Hey, you were seeing those psyche locks. Well, where do I go now? Training hall? You done, Iris? Oh, wait. Oh, do I maybe have enough for your lock? I bet now that I know about Dahlia, I can do this. You're gonna tell me the truth finally, Iris. I think it's time you told me the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth?
Yes, that's where I was.
Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too. But I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. That would be... Bikini. I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course.
Sister Bikini?
Your testimony in court today was very clear.
That night right, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolytes, then returned to Hazakura Temple.
Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the inner temple on the night of the murder.
That's very impressive, Mr. Wright.
So she was at the temple, interesting. I thought maybe she wasn't. And that was Dahlia.
The acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early, so I wouldn't be late.
What time was that?
Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple, so I would have left at about 9:40 p.m., I think.
I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you.
Huh?
Now, you say you left the main hall at 9:40, but what you say doesn't add up with this. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. Oh, yeah, you rang the lights out bell. You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night.
Ah!
Plus, only moments before you rang the bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have.
Who's that?
Me. Right. It could still be that Dahlia was the one at the inner temple.
Mr. Wright.
We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten.
No, that's right. I remember.
And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the inner temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. There were 2 of you. On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time, which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris.
But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible.
Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise.
You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me. Then show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there's more than one of me.
Okay. I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps?
Ah!
That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well.
I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer...
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? This second you, who was here at the temple on the night of the murder, it was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne.
But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that?
Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Korean channeling technique. What? Oh no. Oh my god, wait, is she actually dead and she got channeled? That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. Oh. That's not what I was expecting! And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me.
Ah!
So is Dahlia really dead? Huh.
I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew it was my sister. Dahlia, the other half of me, who passed away last month.
Just as I suspected. The Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because my sister always does the right thing.
No, she doesn't! Excuse me? You're talking about the same girl?
And because I mustn't get in the way of what I was just trying to do. I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again.
You betrayed her. What do you mean?
That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way.
What is she talking about? Your sister does not do the right thing.
You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago? That was the start of it all. It's what started her down that twisted path. She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life. It's all because I betrayed her.
How did you betray her, Iris?
It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing.
What?
But I got scared, so I ran away.
What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father? That's awful.
But I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money.
Huh?
It was revenge on our father.
Revenge? What do you mean by revenge?
He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell.
Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay.
Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power. But his plan backfired, because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Karain.
That would be Misty Fay, Maya's mother.
But before long, the credibility of the Karain tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Misty Fay, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident. After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive, and that he had no reason to stay there.
And that's why you came here to Hazakura Temple?
Yes, the woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see.
Oh.
And I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the master's seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family. I've heard she's been very battered, spiritually and emotionally.
I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together.
I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fay clan.
That's what it looks like. I forgot Francisco was here. Iris, there's just one more thing I wanted you to tell me.
What is it?
During the incident in which your sister Dahlia Hawthorne poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him?
Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts.
I see. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There's still much to investigate.
Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise.
Thank you. I suppose I'd better continue my investigation. There's still one giant secret left to unlock. Pearl? Yeah. Pearl's Psyche Lock. I guess that's where we're headed. Huh. I did not expect Dahlia to actually be dead, but if that's the case, who channeled her? Misty, Maya, or Pearl? I'm so confused. Maybe talking to Pearl will help. Look at that. They really did make a fire right in the front of the shack.
Oh, Mr. Dick.
Oh, you're too late, Nick. Came here for one of our potatoes. We've already polished them all off. I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Take this Magatama, Pearl. The night of the crime. after dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise D's room reading a book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go.
No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried, I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Miss D's room. Because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls. On the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you? The Inner Temple. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? And the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now, I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm right or wrong, okay?
You mean you know?
If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth?
Okay.
You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this. For Maya. It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course.
I signed up for your special course.
Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Wah-ha-ha-ho-ho-ho. Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you?
Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the Inner Temple.
Then we're clear now that you went to the Inner Temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the Inner Temple?
It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock.
Until after 10? How did you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
She heard the lights out bell. The Hazakura Temple bell is pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell? Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell?
Huh? Oh,
I think I know why. The reason we were so worried about the bell was because of this. It said to listen for it on that letter. You were given some instructions to follow for the night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper.
Where did you?
In the incinerator at the Inner Temple. Pearls, you were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell.
I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing.
These instructions that were found in the incinerator. I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me? No.
As you can see, a large portion has been burnt. But the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note, and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Dahlia? Don't tell me... This could get real messy if Dahlia did the murder as Pearl. Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was... It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris who Sister Bikini met at the Inner Temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
No. I never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. That is so wild to me. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you'd never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. Is it your mom? When would she have done it, though? After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? It was your mom! Pearls, I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? Ba-dump. But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you, that's why.
How did you...
I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. I knew she was gonna become relevant again. Like, they had that whole, like, at the end of her case in the last game. They were setting up like she was gonna be coming back. And I guess this is how she is. Alright, Pearls. It's time you started telling me the truth.
Mr. Nick,
Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this.
don't underestimate me just because I'm a child.
Huh?
If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I'd like to see some proof.
What?
Because I don't think you have any.
She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right, there's no evidence that proves it was you.
I knew it.
However, I do know that whoever did it was a child.
How do you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
A simple mistake? What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were careful. You were carefully following the instructions you'd been given. But you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. I need to look at the note again. Her name is, she is our, the whole, here's a picture of her, use it. When you channel her, I know you can do it. Once this is, burn the, also make, tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast, oh. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring out our, gravely roast? Gravy roast? Pearl? Why there's gravy on there? This? It was you who splattered gravy all on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
What? Why would I do something like that?
Listen, that's your mom's fault for writing something like that for you to follow. You're just a kid. Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to read those words. Read the words gravely and roast, among others, right?
How did you know that?
Remember the conversation you had with Miss D on the night of the murder?
Perhaps we can read some books together.
Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading.
Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Miss Elise, so for example, how do you read this?
It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word.
That's right. Was she showing the letter too? Misty? Sure, Miss D taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant.
Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless. I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right.
Where did you get that letter from her? And how? Okay, the night of the crime.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple with a pot full of leftover gravy.
The gravy?
I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the master of Corinne, like it said in the letter.
I see. And then?
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area.
The guest area?
Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because Miss Aguaya's main training had already started and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. Then
Pearls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for hours too. It happens. Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple.
Yes, when I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Mr. Bridge wasn't there anymore, and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter in the incinerator, then I heated up the leftover gravy and
Let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried. Must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school too. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. So, you lost your powers?
it was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit.
No. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it?
I never feel like channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. I tried and I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it.
So maybe Dahlia isn't dead. It really was her. Because why wouldn't she be able to channel? Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh, just like that. Did you never manage to channel the spirit? Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it is anyway?
It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit.
Or that. So who would have been channeling her then? Misty? 'Cause I doubt it was Maya. Someone else? What do you mean?
Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. Shut up, Larry. Then that would mean the other night of the murder. That's a long time for someone to be channeling Dahlia, isn't it? Someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne.
I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish.
Her final wish?
Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said.
Oh, she probably got executed then.
So make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it.
My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary.
Yeah, I know, Pearls.
I visit her every month. And last month, she told me,
I don't know what voice I did for you.
The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I had a letter for you at the home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden.
Geez, then you had this planned out for a really long time then.
my mother is always nice to me. I love her very much.
Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right?
She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya is part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her, too. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Dick?
I guess so, yeah.
There's a picture with her letter, too.
A picture?
Of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time,
Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff.
there's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before.
Really? That sure is pretty strange. Someone had opened it already? Where's from Morgan Fay opened once before? By who? It could be Misty. That could be how Misty knows. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out.
You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us, so I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright.
Look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her? Ha, hello? Oh, hi, Gato.
Finally figured it out, have you, Trite? You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is.
Gato.
The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop.
I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort.
But it's all a waste of time,
Why do you say that?
because Maya Fey isn't coming back.
What? You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that?
It was your job to protect her, Trite. Just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances.
I realize that, but
And you were the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved them.
I didn't know anything about what was going on.
Huh. What did I just say, Trite? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself.
Okay, sure. If that's why you want to blame me, Gato.
Tomorrow, we'll settle everything in court tomorrow, once and for all.
Mr. Dick, is what that man just said true?
It'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Dick.
Oh,
My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child, my Pearl.
creepy.
It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now, finally, after all this time, the master seat is yours. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time.
Maya is not dead. I'm still very confused. Honestly. I don't get it. My only thought is like, okay, if the letter was opened once before, maybe Misty found it, and that's why she came here and was like, oh, someone's gonna try and take out my family. And so then maybe she channeled Dahlia so that Pearl wasn't able to, but then how does that result in the murder and her flying through the sky? See, now I can't remember. Did we confirm what Bikini said was the weapon being pulled, like, was when she saw Iris pulling the weapon out of Misty? Was that confirmed that is Iris? I don't know. I'm confused. I can't believe Dahlia is actually dead. I guess I'm just gonna have to figure out all the little details in the trial. And it's gonna be a long one, because this is a 3-part trial. So I guess we'll see what happens. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!